Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you like this video, though I hope you do, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber but wish to become one, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. So today is the first day of December. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are still alive after Thanksgiving. I had a good one. I took out the ham 2 days or day and a half before Thanksgiving, and it was defrosted by Thanksgiving, so I was really happy about it. We had the trimmings and all that jazz, and I gave an offering to Loki and to Frey and Freya. So because and you got that video where I did a live video of the Feast of Ural and Skulta. So yeah, so I had a good time, and it was safe, and nobody got sick. So I was very happy about that. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Insane 2020. I know a lot of you are looking forward to 2021 because hopefully by the time summer comes around, we will be back to normal, except for the anti-vaxxers, which if they're still around, it means everything's back to normal. It has not been an easy year. I think that I have some kind of aversion to people because when I had my 5 days off last month, I actually fought tooth and nail to actually not come into work during those 5 days. So yeah, I had come in on my days off twice before. I had no desire to repeat that, especially with the nonsense that has been going on and all that type of stuff. So so my brother actually ended up opening and closing, but as soon as the doors locked, he was out of there like a bullet. The general manager let him have 2-hour break, which means he was able to go out there and do stuff and everything. So I was very grateful, really grateful to that, and really grateful for her for doing that for him. That was our new general manager, not our intern general manager. So let's talk about 2020 and what a pile of nonsense it was. So, so my mother passed away on the 5th of February, just as you had Americans over in China that was pleading to be airlifted. I personally thought that was a mistake because that's a very good chance that's how COVID got into the United States. So, yeah. That's my own belief that that's how COVID got into the United States, was when we airlifted those people from China. I understood why they were scared, but they probably had it, and they probably didn't know it. And it was like dropping a bomb right in the United States. I hate to say this badly about my fellow Americans, but they were so selfish and so mother passed and we suddenly had a new debt, and that was the cremation bill. Thankfully, next month we're going to have that paid off and she'll come home. And I'm actually next paycheck I'm actually going to be purchasing their little stands, and you put the little American flag on there. I'm going to be putting them up during Veterans Day and during Memorial Day and during her birthday. And I'm going to, next month, I'm purchasing a table to put her urn box with her ashes in it and put her flag case and all that type of stuff. And I'm going to be leaving her an offering of cake on her birthday. I will be getting a cake for her birthday. So that's what I'll be doing, and everything. So in March, our indoor dining was shut down. Our indoor dining was shut down. And I walked into work one day and all the tables were stacked up. And there was this big space. And we didn't have people that were, well, we had one person who tried to sit down. And we point blank made it clear to him he couldn't do it. We ended up sanitizing the chair and everything. So we watched as New York had the refrigeration morgues, which later on was repurposed for delivery of food, which I thought was stupid, and I think it freaked out a lot of people. So, I mean, everything was, at first, it was great. There were people that stayed at home. They were terrified of getting COVID. And then we started getting into, the stimulus monies. The money came in. Mine came in I believe, May. Though I did get my checks, which next year when I file my taxes, I am going to be scanning the check and all that jazz. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So, anyways. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm tired of 2020. I'm tired of bullshit. I'm tired of stuff. So people got their Trump checks, and no matter if you hated them or didn't hate them, you cashed them, you spent the money, and we were suddenly, boom, we were hit with customers. And we made a lot of money, and I got a raise out of it, which I was really happy about it. But then as we get warmer, I watched Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, all these holidays that normally I would not bat an eyelid on. But you had people that were gathered on beaches, people that were doing this, people that were doing that. Basically, they were sick and tired of living. They were tired of living. They all wanted to die. And that's my own personal opinion. I had to watch on television during the summer as first responders, as doctors, as nurses were spit on, cussed at, degraded. One man said, "I taught my kid to respect you guys, but not anymore." Basically, I'm going to teach my kid to not treat you with an ounce of decency and respect. Which means he's going to grow up to be an asshole when he. Schools were shut down. Bars were shut down. People reopened when they weren't supposed to, just so. And the excuse was, well, I have workers that need to eat. Well, so do the dead. But they can't do it because they're sort of dead. The numbers just kept going up and up. And then they started going down and down and down and down. It's like, oh, great, they're going down. Then you had states reopen too quickly, and the numbers went back up. And it was like, what the fuck is going on? In our state, our governor was sued by Cameron, who a lot of people in the African American community does not like because of how he mishandled and all that. And so he sued to stop all of Governor Beshear's orders. The only order that he could not remove was the one from the CDC, because that's federal. So, right before the election, the state Supreme Court came back and said that Beshear had authorization to do what he needed to do to get this COVID under control. So he went and he shut down indoor dining again. And people are like, oh, there's no evidence. I work food industry. This is my passion, is food. I love food. No, not because of this, but I love food. You have to have a passion for this to be able to work this industry during a pandemic. Or you just have to know there's no other jobs out there. I remember a couple days before we had shut down our indoor dining, this family had come in, and because there was not enough seats at the table, they removed two chairs from a table that they were not allowed to touch. And we didn't know about it until they were halfway finished with their food. And I wasn't going to go down their throat about it because I just wanted them done eating and going. And then if it wasn't bad enough, there was another group that came in and did the same exact thing. And then, I'm told off by the manager, well, you're not supposed to be getting upset about them reusing the same cup, blah, blah, and it's like, Patrick can see it. Because he's watching it on his phone, which is creepy as fuck. I've seen protests on curfew. Oh, like hell, I'm going to go home at 10. Because they don't like their mommy or daddy governor telling them, treating them like they're a 15-year-old and telling them they gotta be home because that's their bedtime. They don't like being told what to do. They don't like, you have to be told what to do because we allowed you to do whatever the fuck you wanted and this is how you repay us. You have caused people to lose their jobs. And this is the thing that really fucking pisses me off as somebody who works food industry. Okay? I'm lucky every single day to have a job. I'm lucky every single day to have a job, to be able to get up and go to work and make a living. But because people either not wearing a mask or they're not wearing it properly, these businesses had to shut their indoor dining. They had to do this, they had to do that. Because they're so fucking bullheaded. And I don't want to hear people say, well, people have the right to not live in fear. Yes, people have the right to not live in fear, but you cannot ignore the fear just because you want to close your eyes about it. And then what really fucking pisses me off is Cameron actually did another lawsuit. Wow, lawsuits must really be the rage today. Because Christian schools, private schools, and public schools were shut down. This violates our First Amendment rights. What about the rights of all those people that are at Jewish hospital right now with COVID? What about their rights? But their rights don't matter to you. Because you view the schools as a babysitter. Oh, they'll discipline Jimmy. I don't have to do it because I'm so rich and entitled. And what really pissed me off was this little interview was done, and the background was this giant, beautiful reception hall. These rich little motherfuckers. This is not, oh, we care about the children's education. It's, I'm self-entitled, I'm rich, I'm important, and I want you to take care of my brat because I don't have enough servants to do it. This fucking pisses me off. It does. So now this judge had to go and make a ruling, and I don't even know what the ruling was because I can't freaking find it. But it really pisses me off that these rich, self-entitled assholes are upset because little Jimmy is now mommy's responsibility. We are laughed at by other countries. I mean, if anyone's bored, we can make a USA joke. And it will be funny because we're a joke. I have gotten to the point that if I ever came into money, I would never work food industry ever again. Never, ever work food industry ever again. Because if it isn't one group of people having this thing of self-importance, it's another group of people having the same belief, and we're just stuck in the middle. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I heard the governor can kiss my ass. I'm going to have 58 people from 7 different households in my house. And I'm not going to have the windows open, and you, as my family member, ain't allowed to wear a mask. Because I don't care about your rights. Really? So if grandma dies, it will technically be your fault. Because you basically killed your grandmother. But they don't care about that. They care about the illusion of normalcy. The illusion that everything is normal. And they don't want to give up that illusion for anything, no matter if the people around them are dead. They don't want to give up that illusion that everything is fine, everything is good, there's nothing wrong. But it's an illusion. It's a very, very bad illusion. So that is, I think, one of the most dangerous aspects of this whole thing, was people were desperately clinging on to the idea of normalcy, that they created this self-delusion that is what you had. You had normalcy. You didn't have normalcy. You had people that were literally killing their family members. And a lot of them say, I wish I had taken the virus seriously. And yes, I really wish you had. But the people I feel sorry for is the people that you infected due to what you had decided to do. And those are the people I feel sorry for. I do. And it's heartbreaking. It is. But yeah. It's so the what's it? Sunday. Not next week, but the week. Yeah, next week. Next week. Next Sunday will be. So basically, what's probably going to happen? Probably a couple days before the original order is set to expire, Bashir will either decide if he's going to extend it for another 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever, or, But what's going to happen is if he extends it past New Year's, it's going to collide right into this period of time where we don't have a lot of customers. And I had this one girl complain heavily, I need my hours. Well, I need my hours too, but I'm not belly aching about not getting them. And then that's before all your income tax returns flood in and people now have money. But every time, oh, pardon me. Oh, okay. Every time that I hear people talk about their rights, oh, I'm going to have 30 people from 6 different households coming in. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh. Why does they always want me to try to freaking try new flavor? Our store we have these holiday flavors, which is essentially the same type of stuff we got. But anyways, so you have this mentality that floats around, and this was very evident in Thanksgiving. You had all these people that were traveling to their relatives' home. They weren't worried about getting COVID. They weren't worried about spreading it around, anything like that. They wanted to go home before the holidays, and they didn't care. Now we're waiting to see if these family members have Christmas funerals. My good guess is probably a couple hundred of them will be dead by Christmas. And when they are on ventilators prior to their timely death, they are going to say, I wish I had taken this seriously. I hear from people, the CDC can kiss my ass. The governor is not going to tell me what I can and cannot do in my own home. Governors, no matter how much they care about their people, they know there's people that don't like them because of what's being done. But it's just, have you ever seen someone on a ventilator? Have you seen somebody hooked up to a machine that recycles their blood? Have you? Because I've seen it. My mother. My mother was on a ventilator. She was in a medically induced coma for 2 weeks. The last memories I have of my mother is still hooked up to that machine. But it had been turned off. There was no recycling of her blood anymore. None. And when I see those people at the airport, when I saw the video of people at the airport, I'm thinking, what are you going to do when they tell you in your mad desire to breathe, we have to put you on a ventilator? This virus is not a joke. And it really pisses me off that every time I turn around and I see people posting comments about, just out of sympathy, people put laugh emojis on their comments. This is not a joke. This is not something that to laugh at. It's serious. My mother was on a ventilator. And it hurt. It hurt so much. So as we continue on in our Christmas season, the third, I'm just purchasing Mom's urn box, and I'm also going to be picking up picking up the stuff I need to finish off my Yule altar. And then the 16th/17th, I'm going to be going out and I'm going to be doing Christmas shopping. I already know what I'm going to get my brother for Christmas. We're going to have a Christmas tree in the apartment. We'll probably buy it on the 2nd. But yeah, we'll see, So I'm going to end it there. And until next time, may you be happy, healthy, most importantly, please be safe and held to the gods. Bye.